Hello guys, so today's finally the day of the event.
Whoa, wait, Taisa, pause. How did we get here? And what even is the sport? Well, this event involves badminton. Badminton is a racket sport played by either two opposing players, which is called singles, or two opposing pairs, which are called doubles. They take positions on opposite halves of a rectangular court that is divided by a net. Players score points by striking a shuttlecock with their light, long-handled racket so that it passes over the net and lands in their opponent's half of the court. A typical racket consists of 6 parts, which are the strings, frame, racket head, shaft, handle, and butt. So now that we got an idea about badminton, what actions did I take for this event to happen and most likely be safe and successful? Well, on the day of deciding the event to be badminton, I also determined the target participants, which are teenagers of my age. The next day, I managed my time by writing a schedule for the following days leading up to the event and planning the flow of the event. This is to make sure that I know the necessary actions to be taken for the success of this event. Next, I gathered and wrote down the players that will join the event and the materials needed. The materials needed for the event includes a racket that each player must bring, a net, shuttlecock, a bag to carry other materials, towel to wipe their sweats, water to hydrate, extra shirt, and sports attire. After that, I inquired for the venue, which will officially be held in the City Sports Complex. The next day, I finalized the materials to make sure that there are no other things missing for the event. I also finalized the players who are truly willing to play for the event. In the last day of the week, I contacted the players to inform them where and when the event will happen. This is also a chance for them to be informed about the materials they need to bring, such as a racket and water bottle. A few days are left before the event happens, so we want to make sure that our bodies are prepared. With that being said, these last few days are about training and practicing. But before we go on and practice, we must first warm up. It is important to warm up properly to avoid injuries during the match. So with that being said, we're going to warm up our lower body first and slowly moving up until the head.
After the stretchings, we can now pick up our racket and get on with the drills.
In this drill, we are going to each corner and hit our racket as if a shuttlecock is going in that direction. Not only does this drill help us in moving efficiently during a match, but it also helps us in improving our cardiovascular endurance and strengthening our lungs. We're able to observe that this drill shows an offensive stance. This is an ideal stance for both singles and doubles, while holding and gripping the racket in that particular way. This is because placing the racket in that way allows the players to maneuver the racket more efficiently, wherein they're able to swiftly change from backhand to forehand or vice versa.
After the drills, we then take a water break and proceed to the practice game right after.
As we finish the drill and our water break, a practice match happens next. This is to challenge ourselves and put all the training to the test. We're able to know our weak spots and be able to improve it before the event happens.
Hello guys, so today's finally the day of the event. But before we proceed, we must first warm up.
Before the event happens, we must first warm up using the same stretchings we did during practice. Now that's done, the real game begins. The reason I chose this event, aside from being passionate about it, is because the benefit it gives us. Even though it is a simple sport, it gives us many benefits, especially as a community. First off, it allows us to connect and socialize with people in the community. Badminton can be played alone, which is why it is inevitable to meet and befriend other people when playing this game. To a more personal aspect, badminton can improve one's health. Playing badminton strengthens our heart muscles by unclogging the blocked walls of the heart, which leads us to improving the circulation of our blood. Moreover, badminton promotes growth of bone-forming cells that reduces bone fractures. With all that running in the court and hitting the shuttlecock, badminton drains our energy and makes sure that we're able to have a good night's sleep. This allows us to have a right amount of energy to get through the day. It is a must for players to be alert, especially if the game is fast-paced. As the speed of the game increases, players must improve their reflexes to hit the shuttlecock and prevent the opponent from scoring. Thus, it enhances their reflexes, stimulates brain activity, and enhances concentration. Aside from venting our anger by hitting the shuttlecock with full power, badminton can reduce stress as it helps us in releasing higher amounts of endorphins in our body, which gives us a feeling of ease and positivity. Not only does it improve inside our bodies but also the outside, as badminton helps tones the muscles and gives us a better physique. All that posture we make running in the court and hand movements to hit the shuttlecock helps us tone our muscles, primarily the hamstrings, quads, glutes, and butt, since badminton players mostly run and oftentimes jump. Badminton also makes us use our brain and strategize as to where we plan to hit the shuttlecock, how to serve it, how we smash the shuttlecock, when to fake smash, and what area of the court we want to return it to prevent the opponent from scoring and have a higher chance of winning the match. Thus, it allows us to be smart and cunning.
It was fun, a good experience, being able to play with some people that I haven't seen in a while. And I'm also going to use this footage for my own performance test, so fun.
The event was fun. Naka-increase na yun siya sa akin na kay makoy kung ay dula sa good kay sige mo dula good. Sila nakahuno sila dula pero ako kapadayo ng dula pero sadya man. Na kumari ka ni sila. Kung pwede.
Ano kayo sanay ko anak pero pag invite nila kayo sa mga talk kay marami. Kasi pero wala ang dila
So the event was a success and everything went according to plan. Everyone got home safe and got to learn about the sport and be physically fit. So one of the things I realized in this event is how this simple sport called badminton can be very beneficial for us. It can help us remain physically fit, improve our cardiovascular endurance, and tone our muscles. In organizing this event, one of the few key things that I learned is managing my time and effectively communicate. So I was able to achieve this because I was managing my time well and using it wisely. The other thing is I was quite determined to ensure the success of this, and the last thing is communicating effectively to the participants and to the other people involved, such as my family. Since I was able to communicate with them, they easily got the memo and understood when and where the event will take place. So this simple event, although it was short, it was very fun and memorable since I was able to bond with my classmates who I have not seen for a long time. So it was a chance for us to see each other again, and it was a chance for us to catch up. So thank you guys for watching this vlog, and I hope you learned a lot while being entertained.